because she literally comes into my home. So because I'm kind of like used to that, it's like I'm literally gonna be like, she she comes to me. So I'm already gonna think that's a better service because I don't have to leave my home. She brings everything with her. She is a nail artist, so she freehands and crafts all those designs and styles out of her brain. I don't have to have any ideas. Yesterday, the lady was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I want what Kate does." And she was like, "Huh?" And then I realized, wait a minute, this woman probably can't do all that freestyle with all those diamonds and drawings. So I just told her, I said, "You know what? Just give me simple." Because I'm afraid if I try to have you do anything else, you're going to have me out in these streets. And so I was just like, simple will be perfect. And that's how we ended up with what we have. They'll be perfect for our photo shoot this weekend. They'll be perfect for our event. They'll be perfect for today's event. So as you can see, I have on my little casual. I have on a one-piece denim bodysuit. And I'm wearing a cute little boot or matching tennies. And I'm I was gonna pack my silver blingy bag that matches this watch, but I'm not gonna pack a bag. I'm gonna go with just the cell phones in hand and a little clutch. That's it. All right, I think we're all ready to go. Let's get our reading done. I just want to say what you have done is so amazing. If you don't mind me asking, yes, I would love to share with you how Greenie. I actually use nutritional supplements, intermittent fasting, protein pacing, and no dieting, no calorie restrictions, and no extensive gym working out. I use mindset behavior modification techniques that I've been practicing for over 20 years. And as a wellness, a clinical, not as a, I was not a wellness person for 20 years. I was a clinical coordinator and professional therapist for a long time. And so I use therapeutic techniques on myself to help break past the barriers in my brain that were making me go back and forth, right? I was going from one diet to another, from one, I had a surgery, then I was looking for medicine, and it was never enough. It was always something to scale, to scale, to scale, to scale, to scale. And then I had to stop using the scale for accountability because the number does not reflect if I'm getting healthy. The number only reflects if I'm skinnier. And being skinny does not guarantee health for me. It does not guarantee health for anyone. You can actually lose weight and get sicker because sickness isn't always contingent on your size. So it's very important that we recognize that. Things I did very, very, very structured things in the beginning as follows. I'm going to break it down for you right now. I don't think I've ever broke down the 3-2-1 for you guys. I'm going to break the 3-2-1 down for you right now in this live before we do our reading. That way everyone has the knowledge and access to what 3-2-1 is. So in my entire journey, I followed a simple system. To me is simple. Coming from someone who could eat almost 180,000 calories a day, I could eat 20,000 calories by 8 a.m. I am the worst of my kind. I am a raging, finally diagnosed food addict, and I have a eating disorder. No other way around it. There is no injection, no Manjaro, no Ozempic, no Zen. None of that's going to take away the fact that my brain has improperly connected itself to my belief system about food. Yes, because it works with the body, you may have less cravings and feel full, but um, but what happens over time is you notice that food noise begins to come back, and because food noise is in your brain, and when the brain has utilized a coping skill to survive for so long, it relies on that method to soothe itself. If I'm used to chewing gum to calm down, then it's going to be difficult if someone tells me not to chew gum anymore because I chew gum for other than just chewing gum for the flavor. Does that make sense? If you're someone who emotional eats, you can restrict, you can caloric intake, you can have 17 surgery, you can do all that stuff. But if you do not address the behavior long term, then over time the behavior will begin to creep back. You'll start forgetting to do stuff. You'll start saying I can do it later. You'll start saying other things are more important. And just like that, you're back into the previous behaviors. Why? Because when we're walking this journey, we need to do things that are sustainable. Can you do whatever you're doing when you are 100? Can you do whatever you're doing when you're 105? Now, most people don't want to live that long, but the moral to the story is when you are chasing your grandkids around, are you still going to be able to do what you're doing right now? If you broke your leg right now, are you still going to be able to sustain your weight loss charts? Not wishing that on anyone, but what we learned from COVID is that when 99% of the people on weight loss journeys don't have a counter transferent addiction or fixation available on their journey, they cannot stay consistent. We found that. We saw that. We saw thousands and thousands of people come to social media, run to social media and talk about how they gained 100, 200, 300 pounds during COVID. How before COVID, they was going to the gym, they lost weight, they was doing good, they was doing that. Because if we don't buy into the concept, this is a lifestyle, and you keep calling it a weight loss journey, then all you're going to do is wait, lose it, and find it again. Wait, lose it, and find it again. But if you do something sustainable, if you do sustainable methods, techniques that can be enhanced by the mind, elevate the ego, enhance emotional sobriety, when you enhance those three things, it doesn't matter what place you are, you'll still stay on your journey. It doesn't matter how many weddings, how many vacations, how many parties you go to, you won't lose control and overdo it. See, this is what real sustainable weight loss looks like, guys, okay? You won't be afraid to go to the kitchen and cook. You won't be afraid to buy your items. When you have lost weight and dealt with the behaviors that are related to why you were ever eating in the first place, then you lose the issue. You lose a lot of those issues. You lose a lot of them, guys. I'm telling you, it's true. It's true. Look, check this out. Let me tell y'all a secret about me. So I suffer from this thing called abandonment and loneliness. Now, the reality to it is you don't have to actually abandon me or leave me lonely, because my sensitivity is around that feeling. So if you make me feel that way, one way or another, the first thing my mind is going to want to do is eat. The second thing is become a victim to that situation. So instead of me becoming the victor, looking for a solution to be empowered, I will become the victim, looking for reasons to tell my story over and over and over so people can tell me how they agree with me, validate my childishness, validate my foolishness, validate my inability to communicate in the problem in which I had to play a role in order to even get there. I'm going to run around and get people to validate that, because instead of me being able to see my emotional issues with my sobriety, where I'm not reaching those mental goals for as an adult, I can't see that because I've grown up living in loneliness and abandonment. So anytime you make me feel that way, I can't function like an adult. I function like the 6-year-old that got abandoned. Did you catch that? Some of y'all's voices even change and y'all don't even know it. It used to happen to me. When I would get in victim mode, I sound like a child, like a 6-year-old child. Had to heal her so that could stop. See, these are things that actually look like fear on the out, that look like regular on the outside, but have fear driving it on the inside. If I've lost weight before and I'm scared that I'm gonna feel it again, then I might not give it all I got. Because that way, if I fail, I can say I wasn't really trying that hard. That way, if I go on a vacation and I'm gone for 2 or 3 weeks, good morning, Mocha, and I gain about 5 or 6 or 7, 8 pounds because I know I was out in these streets doing just ridiculousness. I'm gonna say, well, I went on vacation. It's fine. I'll get it off. But you won't, because now you've triggered your cravings on vacation. Now, when you come back, not only are you going to continue to eat like you're on vacation, but every time you try to restart, you're going to bump your head. Why? Because it's about correcting the thinking to the behavior. You're trying to just get rid of the behavior. The problem is the behavior comes back, right? We talked about addiction. We talked about what it's like when you're addicted to and what happens, right? The reality to it is we can be removed from it, but the urge will make us go find it. You understand? Some of y'all don't got no car, but y'all get DoorDash every day. Some of y'all on limited income, but you order out every day. So your income is only limited when it comes to everything else. But when it comes to ordering those DoorDashes and those meals from all those different restaurants, your income ain't limited. It's only limited for the things that you don't want to do. But for the things you want to do, your income is fine. You can justify the cost. The same applies to action with weight loss. If you go to work to that job, you get up early in the morning, you drive an hour and a half, you sit at that desk, you grind, you walk around, running around, people serving them like you ain't never served nobody before. But when you get home, you not even work 5 minutes of moving your legs up and down in high knees. You not even work sitting in the kitchen and fixing yourself a regular meal. I mean, I don't know how many times we have to see people warn us about McDonald's, but yet we are the dominant population that still eats there. And we wonder why autoimmune disease is triggered. We're doing things to trigger these issues, but not accepting any responsibility for the things we're doing to trigger the issues. Yes, our autoimmune diseases causes issues that related to our weight, but it doesn't make us go pick up the food and eat. There's no autoimmune disease that's sitting at your kitchen table with you like, you better eat that food. You better eat that food. No autoimmune disease is doing that. That's you putting your hand to your mouth. So the first key to what I done was I had to accept that I'm the reason why I was 592 pounds. It was not my clotting disorder. It was not the heart attacks. It was not the strokes. Yes, I had all those. It was not my necrosis in my hip. It was not my 72 allergies. It wasn't that. Nope. It wasn't my infections that I was getting from my ports being infected. It wasn't that. None of those things made me gain the weight. Coach Zoe, welcome me. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Congrats. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't any of those things. Yes, I had those. I had endometriosis. I had a hysterectomy. I've been menopausal since I was 30. I know the real struggles. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have been in menopause, perimenopausal since I was 30. So I know all of that. I already had hot flashes, thinning hair, blurry vision, nasty metal in my mouth. I done did it all. So when I stand from you and share with you, I'm sharing from a space where I really have forced my body through hell and back. And it was only by the grace of protein pacing, intermittent fasting, nutritional supplements, and mindset that I was able to do what I've done and kept it off for 10 years. You realize you're looking at a person, because many of y'all said it can't be done. And then y'all said it can't be maintained. That's what y'all said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not only can it be done, but it can be maintained. And not only have I done it, but still have hundreds and 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 hundreds of the women I work with done it and sustained it. Because it's about learning to live differently. Many of you want to stay the same person, but you want to lose weight. Did y'all just hear that? You want to stay the same person, but you want to get healthy. The person you currently are is unhealthy. You know that, right? So you yourself actually has to change. More than your weight has to change. It's not like changing sheets on the bed, right? This is literally the opening of the abyss inside of you, going in there and exploring it and doing the work, boarding the windows up, fixing the shingles, fixing the drain pipe. It's correcting those things that may be your Achilles tendon. And then saying, you know what, I lived in fear my whole life because of this. Or I've always lived in deprivation because we had a great family, but we didn't have a lot. All those things equal something, you guys. I promise you. Even though it seems like it doesn't, okay? Even when it seems like it's a thank you much, Mocha. Thank you, Zoe. Even when it seems like it doesn't, all of those things. Like, have you ever been somewhere and be like, I wonder what's wrong with me when it comes to that? It's not that something's wrong with you. It's that your intuition is telling you something about it arouses you in a unique way. Don't ignore it. Engage in it. Engage in it and figure out what it is. If you're still at your plus size end of your weight loss and you've been dreaming of doing something, why do you have to wait? Why not pursue how to get there now? Well, I'm away. Why not begin to pursue it now? Okay, say for example, you want to get on the roller coaster. Roller coaster says you got to be 250 to get on the roller coaster. Right now, you 300. Okay, then my goal is that roller coaster. So I'm just going to focus on not even pounds. I'm going to focus on inches. Because I know the more inches I lose, the more likely that when I get on there, that bar is going to come down on my lap. Because I can lose weight and lose very few inches, and the bar still won't fit on my lap. So I don't just got to lose weight. I got to be able to fit in the seat. So now I'm thinking, I'm functioning. Thank you so much, Bentley. I'm following through. Good morning, P-Way. How are you, baby? Good. I'm down 25 pounds. Woo! Let's go! Let's go! You guys, I do this little tricky store-bought detox tea. We also can put one of our supplements in it as well. But for the ladies that just do that, they typically report 4 to 5 pounds every week. 4 to 5 pounds every week. 4 to 5 pounds. And within 5 weeks, people typically lose anywhere from 25 to 50 pounds with me within 5 weeks, depending on where their body is. When you're larger, you lose a lot of weight quickly in the beginning with me. And then it plateaus kind of to a steady 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound a month. Thank you so much and congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I'm so, so proud of you. No matter what, keep showing up. Even on the rough days, show up in your meditation. Show up with high knees. Show up with ankle pumps. No matter what, show up in a little way every day. And what ends up happening as you show up in a little way every day, the habit of that lifestyle I'm talking about creates itself. I'm missing comments. Let me get to them. You guys, we've gotten like 12 requests for going live. Thank you for the follow, teacher. I was at 254. I've lost 125 pounds. Let's go, Linda. Linda, let's go. Wait a minute, hold on. We gotta put hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go. I didn't check for almost a month. Remember, Pee-wee. I think it's Pee-wee. Pee-wee. I think it's Pee-wee. I think you've been in my live before. Remember, I told you I wanted you to put up. I think we've talked before. Didn't I tell you to put up your scale? Weren't you in the live that day? I asked everybody to put up their scale. No weigh in for a month. Weigh once a month and focus on your energy, your mental stability, and consistency. Don't focus on if I'm losing weight or not. If you are getting healthy, you will lose weight. You don't lose weight to get healthy. You get healthy, and as a result, you lose weight. Say it with me. I don't lose weight to get healthy. I get healthy, and as a result, I lose weight. Okay, thank you. You are so welcome, beautiful. Okay, loose skin. 2 things you can do. It's by Spa Essentials. You're gonna get a tube of their collagen and the retinol. You're gonna mix it and you're gonna rub it on. You can get it off of Amazon or you can go to Burlington or Ross. It's called Spa Pharmaceuticals, and it's got a green label with a yellow strip through it, and it's collagen by Spa Pharmaceuticals. You can get it from Burlington. Ross is $4.99. That's the first thing you remember. I've lost 479 pounds. I'm trying to tell you what I've done to my skin. Look, I don't have all that skin. This regular panty. I don't have all that. I don't have all that. That's it. This, all of that people be having, the hanging. I don't have all that. This is what it looks like when you do it natural. This, my thighs. I don't have that. Those some of the women that lose weight, they end up getting balls in the middle, so it's like their coochies stuck under 2 ball sacks. I don't have 2 nut sacks. I don't have nut sacks flanging in between my legs. Because it's the way I did it. When you fuel the body with nutrition, I know that people believe caloric deficit is the only way to lose weight. I beg to differ. I never defied okay, technically I did go into the caloric deficit because I went from eating 20,000 calories by 8 a.m. to only eating 2,400 calories a day. So technically it was a caloric deficit. But what I did not do is eat beans and rice and boiled chicken and no. I ate regular foods, baked, fried, all of those things. I learned portion control and moderation immediately. I learned the sizes. I learned how to visualize the sizes of a cup, a half a cup, a three-fourths a cup, a third a cup, a tablespoon, a tea. I learned what actual measurements look like. So when the back of a package says 8 ounces only, I actually knew about how much 8 ounces was. If something says 8 ounces only and this is 8 ounces, but then I eat this much, I clearly am not on a weight loss. I'm on a whatever journey. Are you following what I'm saying? Just because it's healthy doesn't mean you can have this much of it. Many of y'all went vegan and can't lose weight. That's because you overeating cheese and carbs. Just because you don't eat meat no more, you got to find another way to get protein, honey. You got to get a protein shake. You cannot sit around and eat protein bread and call that your protein. It's good if you eat one piece, but if you eat 8 slices of protein bread all day, it's you. You know what? I'm doing our reading. Just think about that stuff. I have a young lady who's a vegan and she loves cheese pizza. So she eats a medium cheese pizza 4 times a day. She wonders why she can't lose weight. She doesn't understand because she stopped eating meat and that's her preference. Well, I stopped eating meat, so I should be able to lose weight. Sweetheart, you're eating 8 slices of cheese pizza for lunch, 8 slices of cheese pizza in the middle of the day, and 8 slices of cheese pizza at night. And you're counting the cheese as your protein. Oh, EMK, let me tell you. In the morning, I start off with what I call a break fast. So I don't break my fast until I actually wake up. I do my meditation and my journaling, and then I start with a cup of black coffee. After my detox tea. My detox tea consists of Ionics Cleanse for Life, a leaf of a mint, 3 tablespoons of honey, a juice of a lemon, and shards of ginger, about 2 tablespoons. I drink that over hot water first with a little citron ginger tea. Okay, that's the tea. Then, about 20 minutes later, I go ahead and take Isoflush, my turmeric, my cayenne, and cinnamon tabs, and then I make my coffee. At 12 o'clock noon, I typically break my fast and I come in with my first big protein based meal. Between the time I drink the detox tea, if I become hungry, I will eat a 350-calorie snack, only protein. So that snack may be a boiled egg and a cup of chicken. It may be a piece of steak. And some quinoa, but it's always something that's predominantly protein. Then I go a little bit, and then it's time for my shake. I have my shake because I do 1 or 2 shakes a day. I have my shake, and then I don't do anything else for 3 to 4 hours, and that's when I have another small snack. That this snack is now going to contain a complex carb and protein because I protein paste. So everything is paced out through the day so that my metabolism can burn for 18 hours. So that's something I've had to train my body to learn. So when I wake up, I'm burning, but I'm burning from the breaking of the fast of being sleeping and going into REM sleep. After I wake up and begin to move about, now I want my body to begin to move itself into apogee and ketosis so I can continue to burn. In order to do that, I need to give my body something to work with, which is why we drink the detox tea. Those ingredients enhance the metabolism, support the body, increase energy, and this is going to help lower that fight or flight and that intensity of that pH balance in your abdominal area if you have a hard or large stomach, and it's going to begin to break down the visceral fat. Now, many of you are worried about subcutaneous fat. Big mistake. Subcutaneous fat is the fat that if you starve it will cause you to lose muscle mass. What you I don't walk a lot, but what I do is I actually work out with my these custom bands that I designed. I've been using them for 8 years. I actually work out at my desk with these most days. So like this week it's Friday. All of my workouts have been at my desk with these. I've worked out with my team twice, but outside of that, I've literally worked out at my desk using these bands. If you are a work at home mom, a busy person trying to get that weight off, and you need to tone, strengthen, help with your balance, work on your posture, learn how to properly do exercise movements. Did you know if you've been plus size for a while that your posture and your core is off? Your equilibrium is actually off because of the weight and the gravity of where your weight sits. So, depending on how your size sits, did you know many of us either walk forward or walk back? And most plus people walk like this. Did you know when you lose weight, you have to learn how to not do that again? You were compensating for your size. So, as you get smaller, you have to learn how to do all that again. That's how these happen. This is how these happen. When I started this journey, I was paralyzed from the waist down. My legs did not work. And this is how we started with it. This is what we started with. These three bands. They originally were the bands from me from Flex Living. I took the bands that I was using in the beginning of my journey. We sent them off. We found a vendor that was willing to work with me and my girls, which are predominantly plus size, because we needed someone to add an additional piece of elastic. So for bigger women who tend to have more strength in like their legs or arms, they can pull and get the actual same resistance instead of the band losing its elasticity. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. What is it? These are actually fabric resistance bands I have my own clothing line called I Rise Athleisure Wear. I don't talk about it a lot because it's always sold out. So one of my clients said, "Stop telling us about the clothes. It's always sold out." So just like my custom wear, my custom denim wear that we promote at iRise Inc., our athleisure wear is a one-time only. So every line that we launch, we only launch 150 pieces. Once those are sold out, we do not relaunch that line. So many of you have waited, begging and pleading. But as you guys know, when this company was founded, we were founded on the precedence of one of a kind, no double releases. And so we don't double release anything. And so because we don't double release, guess what? They're not coming back. So if you did not, that's why I tell you guys, go order, go order, go order. Remember, I'm in 14 countries. You're not the only people that know me. So when you don't go, I have other people. Just because you see little bitty followers here, that don't mean that I've been doing this for 10 years. I have clients in 14 countries. So if you don't do your jam over here, baby, they be gone. The bands, when they first came out, they sold out in 32 minutes. See, these are the things you got. I got me and people been doing this for a while. I've been helping people do this for a long time, and I love it. I love it. Okay, so it's a resistance bands. What you're gonna do is, if you have mobility issues, you're gonna start off with this band around your knee, and it's gonna help strengthen your knees. And all you're gonna do is do knee pumps and ankle pumps, 10 minutes a day for the first month. That's gonna be how you're gonna start. When you get used to doing those ankle and knee pumps during that month, about your second weekend, you're gonna add your upper body. Now, if you're new at it, you're not going to do this one yet. When you're brand new, all I want you to learn how to do is sit straight up with your core, your shoulders drop down, and go in and out. Because remember, I teach structure and a foundation. You need a fitness foundation. Plus, when me, as a plus size person, I grew up as an athlete. So I used to know all this stuff. But after all that I went through in life, it was like I didn't know any of it. So I actually had to relearn proper core, sucking my core and breathing right. For, I don't know, about 20 years, I walked around holding my breath, I guess, because it always felt like I was suffocating. Well, now I know that was anxiety. See, there's so many things we can look at, and you'll be believe. Some of y'all get with y'all mental health stuff y'all got going on, and y'all gonna lose hundreds of pounds. Some of y'all get rid of these toxic situations, and y'all environmental obesity is gonna decrease, and y'all gonna lose hundreds of pounds. Some of y'all living in so much fear of the unknown. You get rid of some of that fear, baby, and you're gonna lose hundreds of pounds. Because what you're not understanding about weight is the mind is as heavy as the body. The mind is as heavy as the body. Get my clothes back on there. I was excited. I think this is a 10 or 12. It's a little big, but they didn't have my actual size. But I thought, you know what? I like wearing stuff open anyway, like kind of fashionable. I'm always like flipping stuff up. So y'all know this got eye on it. Don't even worry about it. I decided I'm gonna quit showing y'all all my eye outfits because my team is like, why you holding out on us? But you guys, I own the company, so I gotta rep every day. Okay, let's get our readings done. I'm sorry about the delay, but I wanted to drop some nuggets because y'all know it's Freedom Friday, and on Fridays we do what? We give out free knowledge. We give out free knowledge. Like, for example, you see these teeth? When I was 592 pounds, they stood me up because they didn't believe I was paralyzed, and they dropped me on my face. And because I had been such a horrible eater, I had good dentist stuff. It wasn't that I didn't go to the dentist. It wasn't that I didn't brush. But you can't eat and go to sleep with food in your mouth at night. Mm-hmm. Over time, years and years of doing that, eating late at night and going to bed, years and years of do that, wear down your enamel on your teeth, all from obesity. Some of us are missing our teeth literally from the symptoms of obesity. Just a little FYI. Your hair, the thinning, the edges, all of it ain't because you wear lace front. Some of it is either massive weight loss, massive weight gain, or starvation. It does make your hair thin when you starve because you're not getting enough vitamins and minerals. So that's why you have to be willing to take what you need if you're going to do caloric restriction. If you are going to do caloric restriction, you have to invest in good vitamins. Good vitamins, not ones that have been disintegrated down, not ones where you're getting the junk of the good vitamins the company sells. Did y'all know that expensive vitamin companies always have a low level vitamin line, and they sell kind of the runoffs of their vitamins at the lower price in more affordable stores? Makeup does the same thing. If I told y'all some of the big brands that own some of the little brands, y'all will be blown away. They make a lesser brand and a main brand. Invest in yourself and get the main brand. Vitamin D, vitamin E, you gotta have that. You gotta have real vitamin D. Take your butt outside. I just like to stay home. I want to be out. Go outside on the porch. Get some sun. Get some light from outside. You need it. It helps with the endorphins in your body and brain. Okay. And what was the other thing on my paper? Oh, sleep. The other thing today, I want to talk about sleep. If you have difficulty sleeping, I want you to go to my YouTube channel and I want you to start cutting on the meditation weight loss videos that I've posted. If they're not showing up yet, it means it hasn't launched yet. It means it ain't time because it's on Arizona times. Oh, it ain't launched yet. I know it ain't because I'm on East Coast and the products are released West Coast. So it's not time yet. But that meditation is going to help you relax and sleep at night, right? Many of us go to bed worried about our weight because it's like the primary focus. So I want to provide you with some ways to kind of relieve that anxiousness and stress. When the program originally launches, it's actually gonna in the link where the video is, the first one, it's gonna tell you to click the link to be one of the first 50 people to get free access. Make sure you click the link, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you free access to my 21-day brand newly created first ever actual weight loss meditation. The meditation is specifically for weight loss affirmations, for food noise, for food obsession, food disorders. If you struggle with thinking about food, how you view food, if you are a severe restrictor, a chronic dieter, if you know that any of these sound like you at any point in your life, then this program is going to be for you. And it's going to help you realign your thinking. Okay? Okay. And that's all for today. Here we go. Thank you, EMK. Day 71. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts that they shall not depart from me. And we are reading from you too, Nellie. How are you, beautiful? It's good to see you again, Nellie. Welcome back. First book. Reverencing God in your heart is assurance of peace and security. Nellie, thank you. How are you today, beautiful? Thank you for coming back. Prayer 1. According to your word, oh God, inspire me to reverence you always in Jesus' name. 2, no fear shall stop me from being blessed. Ooh, 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 catch it. No fear shall stop me from being blessed in Jesus' name. No fear shall stop you from reaching your goal in Jesus' name. My YouTube channel name is the same as my Instagram. All my handles are the same. Coach Kenya Elliott or Coach Kenya Lachelle Elliott. LASHELLE. But Coach Kenya Elliott will get you to all of my stuff. You actually can put it in Google and it'll pull up everything. Because I've been in a lot of magazines and stuff like that. I only know that because somebody told me to Google myself yesterday, and a magazine article I didn't even know they published it. It's published. They didn't tell me, but I did the interview, but I never heard nothing else. I thought they probably didn't publish it, but they did. So she was linking me to it. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Happy V-Day or Happy Gal Day or Happy Single Day or Happy Pride Day or Happy You Day. Like, it's okay if you don't have nobody to give you nothing, honey. You can get up, go in the kitchen and fix your own meal if you want to be taken out to dinner. Take your damn self out. Why do we need to wait for somebody else to accolade us being loved? Some of us need to have an I time day. Today, some of y'all need to have an iron time day. Iron time. All about me today. Some of y'all need to go somewhere and make everything about y'all. Instead of spending all y'all money on that man, y'all need to go somewhere and get your own hair done, your own nails done, whatever you do to feel better. Some of y'all need to go do that because y'all ain't done it in so long. Yep. It's okay if you don't come home with nothing. Go buy yourself something. Use his money. Bet you'll remember next year. You understand what I'm saying? Don't wait for someone else to validate your existence or to show you that you're loved. You're loved regardless. So if he forgets you today, don't worry. You didn't forget you. If he don't give you no gift today, don't worry. You didn't forget you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't put focus in the things that don't matter. Valentine's Day is man-made. Okay? There's no rule written anywhere that says a person loves you any less if they don't give you a gift on February 14th. There's no rule written anywhere that says people don't care about you if they don't give you a Valentine's Day gift. There's no rule. You women out here to get all broken up because you don't get nothing for Valentine's Day, when you give the worst Christmas gifts, when you give the worst birthday gifts, and half the people in your life you don't even acknowledge, but you always want a Valentine. Stop. Are you that broken and unloved that you think that one day a week is going to change your broken relationship? It's not. Get yourself together. I used to think like that. That's why I'm saying that. I used to think like that's why I'm saying that. Well, he better get me something good, and it better be nice. And if he don't, I'm going to be pissed. Pissed for what? The day doesn't really mean anything. Pissed. Why would I be pissed? Because here's the thing about gifting and loving. You should be doing that every day anyway. Why would you wait till February the 14th before you validate the person you love or their existence? And why would you only expect to be validated one day a year? Level your game up. See, I need to feel like it's Valentine's every day because I'm special every day. I need to be your heart, your number one, be mine. I need to be that every day. Don't put me on no back burner and wait till one time a year and get me some expensive perfume that I can't wear nowhere, but when we go together. No, I can do that regularly. Don't get my feet done. I get my feet done regularly. Do something extravagant. See, that's why I don't ask for nothing, because you'd have to do something so extravagant. You know what I'm saying? You have to do something so extravagant. I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of shoes. I collect tennis shoes. I got bags on bags on bags. And I pack a backpack. But when you begin to mature and grow up and you stop thinking having a Louis Vuitton purse is if you got a name brand bag and you got to sit it on your lap to make sure people see it, baby, go pay your water bill. And if you know what I just said, you know what I just said. I used to do that too. When I was younger, I was really successful really fast. Me and my ex, we had a lot of money. We used to flip properties. And so when we would close on a house, we had this thing where he would take me and I would buy bags, at least 3. And so I would go, there's an Italian bag store in Scottsdale Fashion Square. I would go there, I would get a bag from there. Then, of course, at the time, I love Coach. So Coach has VIP shoppers events. If I don't, some people know what I'm talking about. But if you buy enough bags from them, you'll get a card in the mail and it'll invite you to store hours, but it's only like a selected people. They have champagne and hors d'oeuvres, and there's like music, and there's people modeling the bags around. It's like a VIP. It's the stores do it. So like when the Scottsdale store is launching a limited edition bag that there's not that many of in Coach itself, they do these events, but then they invite the people that buy Coach because the bag is typically really, 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 really expensive. I actually have just one. So anyway, I've been to those. The point I'm making, I'm not bragging. What I'm trying to tell you is I had all those bags and all that stuff. And when it was time to die, did y'all know I didn't even have enough, hadn't taken out enough life insurance? That's what I'm saying. I had all those bags and all that stuff, but I had not taken out the right life insurance. I know. I share these examples with you because sometimes we don't know we're in it while we're in it. I didn't know I was making these foolish choices when I was doing it, you guys. I didn't know till I came out of it and was in recovery from shopper's addiction. I used to shop a lot. Anytime you made me sad, I would just shop. Anytime I felt, thank you for joining my team. Thank you. Crystal. Anytime I was lonely, I would just shop or eat. I had the money to do it. I could afford it. So I did, to the point of this. So what I'm sharing with you is it wasn't just a one hitter quitter. Let me do this one thing and I don't ever have to worry about it again. The problem was that I always have to eat and I always have this body that I have to walk around and exist in. And because I know that that's my circumstances, then that means I have to come up with situations and solutions that is that has an ebb and flow that can be adjusted as needed. Okay, that can be adjusted as needed. Okay, adjusted as needed. All right, today, Melanie Beatty. Remember, we look at fear and then we look at how we deal with ourselves in relationships. Because remember, some of our problems is how we move in and we don't know it. Right? It took me a long time to understand the concept. And it's because I grew up really, really, really deprived from a lot of stuff. But it took me some time to understand that spending money on things like going out to eat, the drive through, the gas station, that's still spending money that you don't have, even though it's not a lot of money at one time. If you pull back and look at the cost to go through one drive through in the morning, every day, one gas station run during the day, every day, and then eat lunch out at work, did you know you'll see that in excess of anywhere from $200 to $300 you're spending? But you'll say you can't afford to be healthy. But you can afford to be. You finish the sentence. Pick your poison. Send love letters. Did I read the wrong one? Okay, so I have to read the 13th because yesterday we did send love letters, didn't we? Yeah, I read the sending love letters yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is let me read the 13th because that means we didn't read the 13th. Okay, so here we go. Don't let people put thoughts in your head. Respect the power of words and thoughts, both your own and others. Our ideals and inspirations sometimes come from other people, come from outside us. But if we are not careful, it's easy for others to put their ideas and intentions into our minds, to cast their spells on us. You aren't very creative. Your heart isn't open. You're really not that healthy. You need me to succeed. You don't deserve success. In fact, you don't deserve. How easy is it to be unaware of this process? To walk around with other people's words in our head, taking them as truth, taking them as our own, letting their ideas about us control our lives and our beliefs. We don't have to let others put their spells on us. We don't have to believe what they say. What are the words others have spoken to you, the spells they've cast on you in your life? What phrases are echoing in your mind, and who do they belong to? Listen to what you hear, and if they are not yours, get them out. Words are powerful. Don't let other people put them in your head, and choose carefully. And choose carefully the words you speak to them. That's powerful. Queen Bellamy said, that's right. The one who matters the most is the Most High. Yep. Period. You and him. You and him. That's the one constant. The one constant. The one constant. The one constant. The one constant is you. Hi, Jackie. Happy Valentine's Day to you. The one constant is you. You know, one of the things that people put in my head when I was really young was two things. I was clumsy. I was clumsy, and I was loud. And then the third thing they put in my head as I got older, they start telling me I was dramatic. But what I learned was they only called me dramatic if I didn't respond the way they thought I should. Now, I'm a person of questions. So if something happens and I'm there, I have a lot of questions immediately. I'm not screaming or nothing. I'm literally going to be like, well, what about, because that's what I do. And so for most people, that's annoying. But for me, that's how you don't end up screaming and yelling, is by asking questions. So I encourage you that if you know in your brain a belief system you're living on didn't come from you. Oh, the biggest one. I don't know how I forgot this one. We talked about it yesterday. My family telling me I was big boned. And me sitting around and eating because I actually thought I was big boned because I thought my stomach was bigger so I could eat more food. So when I was eating a family-sized bag of Doritos, a family-sized pack of Oreos, a whole pizza to myself, and two McDonald's freaking combo meals in one sitting, I thought it's because my bones were big. Because that's what my family told me. I had bought into the belief system that my bones were large. I had bought into the concept that because my bones were bigger, I was hungry. Because I was hungry, I could eat more. And that's why I was gaining weight. It wasn't because I was actually fat, but it was because I was big boned. But baby, they need a thermogram on me, honey. And these bones ain't big. I have average size bones. There was never no big bonedness in me or anyone else in my family. We had generationally passed down environmental obesity. And because all of the houses cooked the same, ate the same, and did the same things, all of us were plus size. It wasn't that we genetically was inheriting being big, blood pressure, diabetes, and Crohn's disease. It was that the same way my mother, who's the matriarch, cooked, every woman in my family learned how to cook predominantly from my mom. I mean, you do the science. And so what I quickly put 29 and 11 together. Hey, Cora, how are you, baby? I put 20. Jackie, thank you for sharing the live. Hi, Nisi. I put 27 and 11 together, and I quickly learned this. That the more I deny my participation in how I got wherever I am in whatever situation, the longer I will suffer in that situation. The next thing I learned is that the only thing in this world that I'm responsible for, even if I have children, at the end of the day, is me. And if I'm not together, then I'm not good for children. I'm not good for husband. I'm not good for grandkids. I'm not good for job. I'm not good for clients. I'm not good. But if I prioritize making sure my mind, my body, and my soul are aligned and connected, then I can show up better. And as a result, things around me get better. And because things around me get better, my life gets better. They get better. We get better. And the village changes. But unless I accept my role I play, unless I understand the importance of sustainability, longevity, emotional sobriety, behavioral techniques, unless I understand the importance of giving it something every day, I'll continue to go up and down, round and round. But if I engage and accept that there could be some things I'm not aware of, some barriers, some strongholds, seek the solutions I need, get the knowledge I need and the access to the services that are necessary for me to make my journey real, then success is the only thing left. Success is the only thing left with that on the table. So I encourage you to stick your shoulders up, hold your shoulders out. Well, yeah, stick them up, poke your chest out, hold your head up. And no matter what, remember that you have the strength inside of you to succeed. Remember that self-belief is real. So today, I want you to write down 3 things that you believe you can do. 3 things that you know without a shadow of a doubt you can do. 3 things that if somebody said, do it right now, and you can get up and make it happen. I want you to write that down. And if one of those things you can't do yet, I want you to set goals so you can do it soon. And then I'll see you back here with bells on tomorrow. All right. I'm your girl, Coach King Alicia Elliott, and thank you for rising with me for today's daily reading. It's day 71, and we killed that thing. I dropped my Freedom Friday tips and nuggets. I reminded you to, with that sleep, set your strategy for sleep. You're going to cut the lights down 20 minutes before bed. I love you too, Kimmy, my baby. You're going to cut those lights down 20 minutes before bed. You're going to cut the TV on night mode, your cell phone on night mode, your tablet on night mode. And then you're going to dim the lights. You're not going to cut them all the way up. You're going to dim the lights. If you listen to TV at night, particularly food channels or commercials, cut them off. That is why you can't sleep. Those trigger your brain. They make them active. If you watch chronic food shows, stop it, especially if you struggle with your weight. Did you know that you can emotionally overeat? Did you know you can be emotionally obese? Did you know that you can actually be at your needed size and still overeating your mind and be as sick as you was when you was heavy? This is real. This is true. Get the knowledge and the access. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. My baby's here. Yep, high frequency music. Kimmy, we just reviewed the launching of my brand new copyright trademarked iRise weight loss meditation. Is specific beats, sounds, and hertz for actual weight loss and anxiousness. I am excited. Put a lot of work in, a lot of investigation. I had to read. If I read any more books on meditation and go to any more seminars, what them things how you got, they send you when you sign up for stuff, they make you watch all of them and then you take the little quiz or whatever. If I have to, somebody take the wheel. Okay. I'm just letting you know what you say? Am I kidding about starting the weight loss meditation? No, I really did just launch one. I don't know what I was planning about, Kimmy. You know I'd be all over the place. Tell me. The 21-day meditation is real. Yay, Kimmy! Yeah, as a retired professional counselor and therapist and behaviorist, I utilized in my first book that I wrote in 2018, my best-selling book. I talk about this weight loss meditation. I give some examples of it in the book. So what we did was we took it from the book and we created an actual 21 days of videos, 21 days of feedback on particular types of meditation that you can learn and do while you're on a weight loss journey to help with food, noise, obsession, compulsion, restricting, dieting. It also helps with motivation and inspiration. It walks you through the breathing techniques. It talks a little bit about tapping, EFT. I show you the breathing technique that we created in my program about 5 years ago. What else is in there? We talk about the chakras, Vinaspa, every aspect, because a lot of people get nervous about meditation because there are people that meditate to gods, but the only God I meditate is to Jesus Christ himself, and my program is based in that. Okay, So just a heads up. I'm just doing one more time. Yes, Kimmy. Yes, Kimmy, you have to. You have to, Kimmy. Kimmy, you have to. Just do it. Just do it. Okay? Do it and put it out there, because the thing is, Kimmy, let me explain to you. The reason why we share our knowledge and we make it available in a mass way is because there's somebody for everybody, right? Okay, I'm incorporating ecocentric stuff in it, but people are funny. Girl, Kimmy, Kimmy, look, if you know, you know, right? Because I think it's knowledge. When we don't know that it can be good for us, we don't, right? Like, if we don't know, we don't know. And so I think a lot of times, guys, we just don't know. I think we just don't know when something is beneficial for us. Okay, so I love you guys. I gotta go. Bye. Have a good day. I'm your coach. And my baby's in the building. Thank you guys for tapping in. My sister's calling me. I can hear her.